Hey everybody, this is Brian with BearCards34, back with another Mail Day video. This video, I wanted to start off by just mentioning that there have been a crazy amount of moves in the NFL lately. It's hard to keep track of them. I'm not even sure who's on what team right now. So, one player that I am very excited for, the Chicago Bears, picking up Keenan Allen. Very happy to have him. He's had a great career. I've been a big fan of his for a while. I really like his game. This is his Score 2013 rookie in the blue parallel with the throwback to Score 1989. And like I said, I've been a fan of his for a while. And my local card shop, which is not around anymore, had this card of him. This is a short print number to 25, autograph from Classics 2017 that I picked up for a really good deal a little while back. So I'm even more excited to have that card now. And I don't get a lot of hobby boxes. The prices these days are just absolutely insane. But I did pull this DeAndre Swift 2020 Legacy rookie. It's a short print, numbered out of 50, 3 out of 50. Very excited to have these two guys on the team. And Justin Fields just went to Pittsburgh. The Steelers, man, they made some good moves for quarterbacks, potentially getting Russell Wilson for a veteran's minimum in free agency, as well as picking up Justin Fields with a 6th round pick, which I think is potentially could move up to a 4th round pick based on how he does. I expect him to be the backup this year, but this definitely lets me know the Bears are all in on Caleb Williams, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, just lots and lots of moves in the NFL offseason. So if you noticed in the title of my video, I titled it Mail Day of Bad Players I'm Infatuated With. I'm just kind of having fun with that. I have a video from like 3 years ago to shout out to people watching videos that are 3 years old, but I got a comment on it the other day, and the comment was something to the effect of, "Why are you so infatuated with bad players? Just curious." So I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. I know that's part of the game. When you put yourself out there and make these kind of videos, you're going to get comments like that from time to time, and that's just part of the nature of YouTube, and that's fine. So I'm just kind of having fun with this for today. So I'm going to go ahead and show off some of my pickups. So the first bad player that I'm infatuated with is this guy right here. This is Kevin Curtis. He played at my alma mater of Utah State, and that's part of why I'm infatuated with him. So he broke all kinds of records at Utah State during his time there. He was a beast. He was so much fun to watch, and he ended up getting drafted in the 3rd round by the Rams. And, at the draft, he did well in the combine, and on the Wonderlic Intelligence score, he has the 3rd highest score of all time. I think he's tied, but still very impressive. His best year was actually with the Philadelphia Eagles when he had over 1,100 yards receiving. And so, big fan of his, despite the fact that he's bad. So happy to have that card. I really like that patch. And this was kind of nice. I mean, this is back when, every once in a while they're still game worn and things like that. And with rookies, you're not going to get game worn material. But I do like that they included that this was from a jersey he wore at the NFL Player Rookie Premiere photo shoot. So, nice to have that one right there. I will mention I did a tribute video for Golden Richards, who recently passed away. This is his only playing days card that I did not have, a 76 Topps. So I also picked that up for my collection. And the next bad player that I'm infatuated with is this guy right here. This is James Brooks. This is a PSA 8. And I love this card. This is my very first ever Topps American UK version. So this is the Topps version right here. You can see it's a much bigger card. Very similar design, but what I really like here is they added this little strip for anyone who had 1,000 yards. So they noted that they were in the 1,000 yard club, kind of similar to the 77 set that had the little designation down here. I really like that. I'd love to see them do more with stuff like that. And in addition, they also have the helmet, and it is a different photo for James Brooks as well. James Brooks is one of my all-time favorite players. He had a really good career at Auburn and went to the Chargers, where he played for a handful of years. Before being traded to the Bengals, he went on to 4 Pro Bowls with the Bengals. His best year was 1989, where he had over 1,200 yards. and averaged over 5.5 yards a carry. And even for his career, he averaged almost 5 yards a carry. He was a very talented running back. When he retired, he had over 15,000 net yards between rushing, receiving, and returning. And one of my all-time favorite players. I've always been a running backs guy because of Walter Payton. And I just love the running backs. You know, they're not featured as much these days as they used to be. There's still some great ones out there. But people like James Brooks, Bo Jackson, all those guys, I just loved those guys growing up. And James Brooks was my favorite non-Chicago Bear until Barry Sanders came in the league, and then Barry Sanders took that spot. All right, my next bad player that I'm infatuated with is this guy right here, Merlin Olsen. So this is the 1970 Kellogg's 3D. I'm trying to do a player run of Merlin Olsen with PSA 8s, slowly but surely getting through that. And there were a couple PSA 8s on eBay, but they had a bid on this one. This is a PSA 9. So I put a bid in on that, and I actually won that cheaper than what the asking prices were for the PSA 8s. So very happy to have that. I love these old Kellogg's 3D cards, and Merlin's a great one to have. You know, he's my dad's all-time favorite player. And again, he went to Utah State just like Kevin Curtis. So big fan of his. 14 Pro Bowls in 15 years. Part of the 60s and 70s all-decade team. 100th anniversary all-time team. And very happy to have that one for the Merlin Olsen run. All right, the next bad player I'm infatuated with is Britton Covey. This is his 2022 Contenders base auto. I picked that one up, and then I saw that they had this one right here. This is the playoff ticket version, numbered out of 99 right there. And I put a bid in on that and won. There were a few people bidding on that one. It got up a little higher than I was expecting. But I'm a huge fan of his. If you are a University of Utah fan, which I am, I grew up just a few minutes from the stadium. 2021 All-American, 3-time first-team All-Pac-12. Just an amazing, electrifying return man. He had this awesome punt return in the Rose Bowl, which I attended, versus against Ohio State. And it was a great return, great play. So I have a lot of really fond memories of him from college. He was an undrafted free agent by the Eagles. This was his second year that he just finished up, and in 2023, he led the NFL in punt return yards. And he's actually the grandson of Stephen R. Covey, who wrote the national best-selling book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So very happy to have the Britton Covey cards. All right, next up I picked up this Lyle Alzado, 1973 Topps. He's a 2-time first-team All-Pro, had a 15-year career, Super Bowl champ with the Raiders. He was so intense, scary intense at times, but I used to love his interviews. I loved his highlights, and I think I just need one other Alzado card to finish his playing run of cards, so I was definitely happy to pick that one up. Okay, so the next bad player that I'm infatuated with is Clark Phillips III. Now, I've already shown these two. I picked these two up before. That one's out of 625. This one's out of 99. I picked up this one right here. This is the silver foil rookie, numbered out of 999. And then I also picked up this. This one is the out of 149. This is the red parallel right here. And now I've also got this one out of $3.99 with kind of the orange parallel. Now, the amount of parallels they have in cards these days is absolutely ridiculous. There's no way I'm ever going to attempt to try to do a player rainbow run of all of these. But I am a big fan of his, and so I'm happy to kind of add and, get a handful of the different variations of that for Donruss Elite. He was a unanimous All-American in 2022, and 4th-round draft pick by the Falcons. He had a solid rookie year. I'm excited to see what he does in the next few years. All right, next up I've got a handful of Utah Jazz cards. This right here is the 2023-24 Prism Instant Impact rookie for Taylor Hendricks. He was the 9th pick of the draft. The Jazz, just like last year, they're blowing up the team again, trying to do a rebuild. They've got about 3,000 first-round picks in the next few years. So Hendricks has been getting a little more playing time lately, and I just like the shine on that card. So Happy to have that rookie card. Then I also picked up, I love the star cards. I've got quite a few Utah Jazz star cards, but I did not have this one. This is the Star 1986 Court Kings of the late Mark Eaton. And then right here we've got this Carmelo Fleer 89 All-Star sticker. Now it's heavily off-centered left to right. I think I got it for $1, but I don't have that card. So I was very happy to be able to pick that one up to add to my Utah Jazz PC and get another card of the mailman there. Next up, we've got a few. I'm going to finish off with a few bad players that are Chicago Bears that I'm infatuated with. So this one right here is Roshan Johnson. That's my first autograph of his. And the one thing I do like is that it is on card, which is nice. This is the Origins rookie autographs. He was a backup to Bijan Robinson at Texas, and the Bears drafted him in the 4th round. He had a good rookie year from the playing time he got. 350 rushing yards, 4.3 average with a couple of scores, and he also had 34 receptions. So it's going to be tough for him this year because now that they've got DeAndre Swift, and I think they still have Herbert, the backfield's going to be stacked. He didn't get a lot of playing time. I was hoping he'd get more. I felt like he made pretty good opportunity, the most of his opportunities. But anyway, we'll see how he does. I'm excited to get that autograph since I didn't have that one. And then 3 more Chicago Bear autographs to round things up. So right here, going to show some linemen some love. This is Kyle Long, son of Howie Long, brother to Chris Long. Back in 2013, the Bears drafted him in the 1st round, and he went to 3 Pro Bowls. He was a good player. This is his 2020 Panini Mosaic autograph. And then I've got this one. This one's numbered 29 out of 75. Future Hall of Famer Jason Peters. He only spent 1 year with the Bears, and that was in 2021. So I was really happy to get this card of him with the auto in a Chicago Bears uniform. He's best known, I think, for the Eagles. But 9-time Pro Bowler, 2010s All-Decade team. And like I said, I really think he's definitely going to be in Canton one day. So happy to have his autograph. And then the final one is a 2005 Kyle Orton rookie card, playoff contenders rookie auto. He was a 3rd, 4th, 5th round pick, something like that for the Bears back in 2005. And the idea was that he would be a backup to Rex Grossman. But then Grossman got injured, so Orton played a majority of that year. He made the all-rookie team, and the Bears went, I believe it was 10-5 with him in the starting lineup that year. He didn't have a great career. He was more of a backup quarterback. But I had really good memories from that 2005 season, so I was very happy to get that. So, again, with these Chicago Bears players right here, happy to have those. And, so that's my mail day. These are my bad players that I'm infatuated this video. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'll be back with more videos in the near future. And as always, go Bears.